Hi guys, it's Megan here with Megabucks Savings. Today I have a video for you. I'm currently working on remodeling my basement bar, making it useful and a livable kitchen. I moved into this house in about 2020 during the pandemic, and choosing not to go out as much, I made a choice to work on some plans and goals that I had for this home. And so I did try to paint this basement and make it useful and workable for the time being when we moved in, but I really just hated the colors that I chose. And then we do have a screen movie projector, what have you, in the basement as well, which I still have to finish as well. But at any rate, I did finish part one of my basement bathroom when I moved into the house because we had to. It was leaking, a pipe was leaking where maybe a sink had been, and the wall was really mushy, so I really had to get that done and fix that part in the bathroom. And so, of course I've worked on projects throughout the year, but I made a goal to have my second project be my kitchen, and really I needed to get the kitchen done too. It was bad electric wiring, and I couldn't fit my refrigerator in my kitchen. I had an old refrigerator that had broke down, and somebody had given me a new refrigerator which was bigger than the one that I had in my kitchen when I bought the house. And so I couldn't even put the refrigerator where the old refrigerator was. So I had to try to figure out if I could configure and take down a few cabinets and make it work, but that's not how the kitchen was built. So it was not very useful to just take a few cabinets down or even saw like a cabinet in half or something. It wasn't gonna work. It was really made for the kitchen, and there was very unique measurements. There weren't standard measured cabinets. So I went with it and remodeled the kitchen all the way to the, not the studs, but at least to the drywall. So at any rate, I'll try to link that video below if I remember to do that. But I have a college student, and I knew when I bought this home that she would be graduating high school soon, and so the intent was for her to live in the basement while she went to college, so she didn't have the expenses of living on her own quite, right away, and could figure out how to, try to live at home and try to manage on living on her own in the basement and trying to figure all that out. So we are working on making this bar a kitchen and useful livable space. So I'm not going to put a stove, I'm not going to put a regular size refrigerator down in here. It will be more bar-like, but she already has like a one of those Ninja air fryer things, and a little stovetop with some pots and pans, and she got all that stuff for her graduation. So she will be able to use this just like a kitchen and not have as much, cleanup, and it won't use as much energy, when two people are kind of living in the home, working and doing things in both areas of the home, if that makes sense. So so I have to get this done, and I have to get this project done, and I, of course, to save money anywhere I can, I'm going to do what I can on my own. And I wanted to save the wood as much as possible because the wood is in great shape, and even though some of it's painted black and has like black tarry stuff on it, it's not mold, it's just whatever they use to glue things and then paint it for whatever reason. The paint was in the garage that when I bought the house, and I guess it's just to protect the wood. So I don't know if it's like a water protector or whatever, but at any rate, wood is so expensive right now, so I wanted to save what I could where I could, so when I'm building the actual wall for the kitchen area down here, it will be all from the wood that I saved. So that's why I'm not sawing things in half, for, if I don't have to saw it, I'm not going to. But yeah, so I don't know why it was popular back in the 70s, 80s, or whatever with this whole carpet on the wall or on the bar or whatever. Yeah, so that was not fun to try to take off. So you'll see here later that I'm just going to take it all off in one section because they glued it and it just wasn't coming off in this area. So, but I do have plans to, redo some of the piping because the sink down here even, which is the biggest part of why I wanted to redo it, for one, because the electrical was also not wired correctly. They really tried to do everything on their own when they did this project. But the sink, if you can see, it's draining, there's a little tiny pipe that's going down, like a rubber pipe, and it's just going straight into my drain. So it's not properly drained into piping. I did not record anything when I took down the cabinets where the sink was because it was not actually a wall built there. It's just cabinets, DIY cabinets that they did. And so it was just like the bar where I'm taking every piece of wood one by one by one. And so now you see here, this is where my sink or my refrigerator was, the wall was, everything. Now it's all taken down, and I do have plans here to bring an actual wall out, put the wall in front of the main drain there. But now that I have all of the walls down and everything, and then the studs and all that stuff, I really can plan out what I want to do and kind of see what will work down here. But the plan is to build just a wall right here, and to match up to that little section right there, that little L. Keep the lighting where it is, maybe keep that lighting because it's kind of cool, retro, and then have like a little bar, a little nook right there. And so, this is where I'm at. It's all demoed. This is kind of like the part one of everything before I can start working on putting up the wall and figuring out the plumbing and how much it's going to cost for the plumber. But a little picture of the plan of where I want the wall. But at any rate, thanks for watching my video, and I really do appreciate you guys watching. And if you want to share, go ahead and share. Give this video a thumbs up. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, regardless of you're new or current subscriber. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch my video, and hope it encourages you to do projects around your house and doing things that you need to do for you. Bye.